Hi everyone, thanks for joining me today. The class will take place for about 30 minutes when we're going to start on the floor on our backs. But there'll be a second session to this if you want a full 1 hour yoga class. So you can pair this one with the other, or you can just make it a little shorter today. Just kind of follow what suits you. If you've got any aches or pains or ailments, just listen to the body. Sometimes not moving as often or moving in different ways means that we might kind of ache in other spots. So just move at your own pace. Some of the movement will kind of get a little quicker, and at other points will kind of slow it down. So if you lose the breath or you just need to take a second, just do it. And no judgment, especially over a screen. We can't see us, so do your thing. But don't judge yourself. Super, super important. So yeah, join me. You've got a cup of tea. Bring it along with you. Have a little sip. We're gonna start just in an upright seated position to begin. And if seating cross-legged feels uncomfortable, then just take a pillow or something comfortable. If you have your own bolster, you can sit on that comfortably. You can lift the hips up. If you've got a block, you can sit on that. Or if you feel fine, just seated, kind of cross-legged, old campfire style, just do what suits you best. We're going to begin by closing the eyes. We're going to bring both hands and rest them on the stomach. Relax the shoulders down and just trust that you're doing it right. All you need to do is breathe into the hands. So breathing into the belly, inhale. And exhale. Repeating, inhale. Feel the belly expand. Feel it in the hands. And exhale slowly. I'm going to repeat at least 3 more times, just trying to tap into the breath. Just kind of slow it down and focus on something else besides what you've accomplished today. Keep breathing. Tapping into our breath, paying attention to our breath or manipulating it just allows us to pay attention a little more to the present moment. Keep that belly breath going. And on your next exhalation, just really slow it down. Lovely. And then I'll invite you just to check the body, see if you're hunched over at all or if the chest is really leaning forward. I want you to draw the navel in. Draw the floating rib under slightly. Drop the shoulders and feel nice and long in the spine. We're going to bring the hands out so the fingers are nice and wide. Drop the shoulders. Good. Palms facing out. Lovely. We're going to draw the chin down towards the chest. Keep drawing those shoulders down. Inhale and exhale. Breathing in, looking forward and looking up. Draw the shoulders down. Inhale and exhale. Breathing in. Exhale, draw the chin back to center. We're going to take our gaze towards one side. Keep working those shoulders away from the ears. Inhale. And exhale, bringing the head back to center, looking the other direction. Good. Just taking a moment to notice if there's any kind of pains in the neck. Taking a breath and bringing the head back to center. Good. We're going to draw the chin down. Again, keep the arms nice and straight. You want the fingers nice and wide. Have an active arm here. Draw the chin towards the chest. Now, if that feels really strong today, just stick with that movement, staying there and breathing. If you feel that it's okay to roll in a half circle, roll the ear to the shoulder and hold. Inhale and exhale. Drawing the chin back to center. Slowly, slowly making your way to the other side and breathing into those spaces that feel really tense. Inhale. And exhale, send the breath to those spots of tension. You've got it. Move at your own pace this time. Going back to the other side. See how that feels for you. Deep breath in and out. And slowly moving to the other side. Good. Again, fingers wide, shoulders drawing down away from the ears, and bring the chin back to center. Nice work. Lifting the head and trying to keep that nice tall length in the body, drawing everything in, trying to feel like someone's pulling you from the top of the head so that spine is as tall as you can get it. Inhale, reach those arms up and look towards them, arch the back a little. Just see how that feels today. Inhale, reach, and slowly bring the hands out. You want the palms facing forward, flexing the fingers. Good. Lovely. We're going to bring the hands out. And what we're going to do is we're going to roll the thumbs back and let the back arch, trying to draw the palms a little more towards the sky. And inhale, flip the palms up and lift the chest. You've got it. Inhale. Exhale, drawing the palms down, leaning forward. Feel that arch, that stretch in the back, palms facing up. Inhale, lifting it up. You've got it. Chest open, maybe a little bit of a back bend here if it feels okay to you. We're going to do it 3 more times. Breathing in. Exhale, roll the thumbs back and lean forward. Draw the chin down this time. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, draw it down. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, draw it down. Really rotate those arms. Last one, lift it up. 3, 2, and 1. Bringing the body back to center. I want you to push both hands away, palms facing out, pushing away from you this time. Draw the shoulders down and draw that belly in. If you're kind of arching the back at all, or if you're arching this way, lift it up. 3, 2, and 1. Bring the hands forward. Beautiful. Inhale, take that beautiful gaze up, look towards the sky, shoulders drop down. Take that little bit of a back bend, relax the face. Inhale, draw the hands forward, like you're saying stop. You've got it, opening it out. Inhale and exhale. Bring the hands forward and up and forward and to the side, leaning forward. This time we're going to bend the elbows and see if we can interlace the hands behind us. And we're going to stretch the arms, straightening them out, lifting in the chest. If that feels a little too much, just keep the elbows a little bit more bent. But if it feels okay, try and straighten them out and start to lift the chest a little. Feel a nice stretch here. If you want it as well, you can flip the palms away from you. So you turn the palms out and you work to get a little stretch here in the fingers and the wrists. 4, 3, 2, relax the face, and 1. Bring the body back to a nice tall spine and bring the hands forward. Interlace the fingers, a nice little roll of those wrists. You can let the forearms rub alongside each other here. Breathing in and breathing out. Nice work. And then we're going to bring the hands forward. We're going to bring the hands into a nice fist. We're going to draw the fist down and then lift them up. Inhale and exhale, draw it down. And inhale, lift them up. Linking breath to movement, down and up and down and up. Good. Roll those wrists in big circles. Just trying to get any sort of clicks and niggles out. We're going to work into the upper body a little bit in this first section of the class. Extend the hands out and draw the fingers towards you. If your upper body is something that's not the strongest or not your favorite bit of a workout, then just take it at your own pace. We're going to try and just build a little bit of strength in that upper body. So let's stretch it out a little in the hands, down the arms. Draw that shoulder down. Inhale, switch sides. And slowly exhale. Relax the face, the forehead. 3, 2, and one. Beautiful. And one last interlace of those fingers with that nice little wrist roll. Beautiful job. 3, 2, and 1. Great. And from here, we're going to find a comfortable way to lay down on our backs on the mat. I'm going to take a little sip of your tea or your water. Do that on the way. A little slowly. If you're sitting on anything, just place it to the side. And we'll make our way down. Lying down onto the mat. Lovely. So begin just getting a little stretch here, and we'll build up into that little bit of upper body work we spoke about. Just take a minute to breathe. Inhale and exhale. And what we want to do is bring the palms to touch. Inhale, the arms are going to come up over the head. Exhale, we're going to lift and reach between the knees. You're going to push that lower back into the mat. Inhale, hands come back. Exhale, you're going to twist towards the right. Lift the chest, push the lower back down. Inhale, back. Exhale, center. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, to the left, switching sides. Inhale, lift. Exhale, center. And one more time, inhale and reach. Inhale. Reach those arms over the head and center. Inhale. And twisting. Coming all the way back down. Beautiful. This time we're going to separate the palms, reach them alongside the ears just as they are. I'm just going to move up so you can see me a little bit more. What you're going to do is arch that back, so feel like you can almost get a little bit of a gummy bear under there. You're reaching, arching, getting a really nice stretch in the spine. Should feel good if you've just woke up, or it's the end of the day and you've been sitting or walking. Or if you're in the middle of our COVID isolation, maybe sitting a little bit more than usual should feel quite good. And slowly, slowly bring the hands back down. Lovely job. So we're just going to extend our right leg towards the ceiling or forward. See how it feels. Bend that knee. Use the hands and push them into the floor, and we're going to roll that ankle. Just see how the hamstrings are feeling, how the legs are today. 3, 2, and 1. Roll that ankle the other direction. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Flex the heel. We're going to hold it there. If you have a little more space or you want that little extra grip, you can bring the hands and use it to draw the foot a little closer. If the leg's a little more sore, the hamstrings are tight and that feels enough, just do what suits you. Again, relax the shoulders, look towards the feet. Draw the chin down slightly, breathing in and slowly exhaling. Remembering all we're working here is into the back of that leg, just waking it up, toes drawing towards you. 3, 2, relax the jaw, and 1. Bend that knee and bring the foot down. Let's switch sides. Begin with the palms facing down. Just draw the knee and see how it feels. Stretching that leg out. Nice one. And roll the ankles. Breathing in. And breathing out. And roll the other direction. Inhaling. And exhaling. Beautiful. Let's just get into the joints and we're going to flex that heel. Straighten the leg as much as you can. And again, if this side feels, you know what, that's enough, stay there. If you want the extra little bit of drawing in, you can use the arms, keep the shoulders pushing into the floor, and just work that heel away from you. Breathing through the stretch. Inhale and exhale. If you practice quite often yoga, please throughout the class use your Ujjayi breath. And if that's quite new to you, just find a nice steady breath. We're often aiming for a breath of equal parts, inhalation and exhalation, same length. Mouth closed and just sending the breath sort of down the back of the throat, inhaling and exhaling. Lovely. Bend the knee and draw the foot back down. But don't worry too much if that's not part of your practice yet. It's just something to think about as you continue to move through a little bit of yoga. Good. We're going to bend that opposite knee again. We're going to draw the knee outward and shift the ankle off. Good. We're going to give you an option to do is to stay here. So if that feels like quite strong from the knee into the glute, stick. Otherwise, we're going to lift. So we're going to push the hands into the mat. We're going to squeeze in the glutes, lift the pelvis, and just start by pushing into that opposite foot. Even the littlest bit of a lift is good enough to start. And slowly draw it down. Good. If you want to continue with that movement, you can. Otherwise, just stay here. Inhaling. Lift. Exhaling. Drawing the body down. Good. You push the shoulders, the back body into the mat to support you. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, drawing it down. I can see a little baby as I lift up. Getting bigger. Inhale, lift it up. And drawing it down. Last one. Keep your gaze towards the ceiling once you've got the hang of it. Not creating any tension. If you want to hold, if not, come to the floor. Little push. 3. Keep those hips lifted. 2 and 1. Coming all the way back down. Beautiful work. Let's switch sides. Inhale. Bring that knee up. Exhale. Shift the ankle away from the knee so there's no extra pressure there. Knee draws out. Again, option to stick here. If that glute, the back of the leg is tight, that's a perfect little stretch. Just stick with it. If you want to test it, again, see how it feels. Inhale. Lift a little, squeeze in the hips, lift the middle back, push the palms into the mat. Slowly come down, feel the spine as it lines up on the floor. Beautiful work. Inhaling, lifting it up. And slowly coming down. Moving at a pace that suits you. Inhale, lift. Beautiful work. And coming all the way back down. And finally, if you want to take that last one or you want to rest, we can lift, push those shoulders into the mat, lift those hips. 3, 2, and 1. Coming all the way back down. Really nice work. Bringing the foot down onto the floor. Breathing in, reach the arms up. Exhale, take that nice reach alongside the ears, that beautiful little arch in the lower back there. Finding that nice stretch. Almost feels like you've just woken up. Good. Then I invite you to interlace the fingers, push the palms away from you, and then flip the hands up so that the arms are alongside the ears, reaching over the head. Good. We're going to take a little twist here. So wiggle the feet so that they touch, knees are touching. Draw the knees to one side. Keep those arms lifting. Nice bit of a stretch here in the lower back. Inhale. Breath to belly. Exhale it out. Breathing in and breathing out. Keep the arms stretching. We're going to bring both knees back to center and take them to the other side. Arms reaching up over the head. Keep that same position. The knees are a little more lifted, that's fine. If they make it to the ground, that's fine. Just see what suits you. If you want that little extra, you're wiggling the shoulder blades so they're both still flat on the mat. But again, that's just an extension of the pose. Breathing into the belly. And exhaling. That nice belly breath, tapping into our calm nervous system. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful work. Nice little focus there today. Center the body as we breathe. Bring the knees back. Take one last nice stretch. Separate the hands and slowly, slowly, slowly bring the hands back down alongside the body. Lovely. I'm going to bring both knees up. And if you need a little more space like me, you can bring the knees a little wider or you can bring the knees together. Take a little rock side to side. Just feel the spine as it rolls. Inhaling and exhaling here. Lovely. And from here, I'm going to invite you to take the knees nice and wide, separate the feet, and use the hands hands just to bring the knees a little wider. Draw the shoulders down. We're just trying to get a little bit into that hip joint. So you're going to push the pelvis a little bit forward, trying to flatten the lower back into the mat. And just take a few breaths here. We're going to roll the ankles. Inhale and exhale. Relax the neck, the face, the jaw. And roll the ankles the other direction. 3, 2, and 1. Nice stretching. Slowly bring the knees back to center and both feet down onto the mat. Good work. Now just to get into the lower part of the body today, we're going to stop there on our backs. We're going to roll to one side, slowly, whatever side feels best for you, and then push yourself up, coming up to the mat. I'm going to invite you to find a tabletop position. We're going to bring the hands so that the shoulders are in line with the wrists. Both hands, fingers nice and wide, knees about hip distance apart. Take the tailbone up, lifting in the chest. Push the hands into the mat, draw the shoulders down and away from the ears, and looking forward. One of my favorite little stretches for the spine. Inhale. Taking the opposite movement, so we draw the navel in, we push the hips forward, the pelvis forward, we draw the chin in. Nice cat pose. Beautiful. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, lifting that tailbone. Push the hands into the mat, looking forward. Breathing in and breathing out. Inhale. And as you exhale, tuck the tailbone under. Find that opposite little stretch. Really draw that chin in. Feel like you're pulling the shoulder blades away from each other. Beautiful stretch here. On your next in-breath, we'll take 3. Try and do it at your own pace. So you inhale, lift up to cow. When you're ready to exhale, tuck it under into cat pose. Inhale. And exhale. Again, working at your own pace. Finishing that last one. And meeting us in cat if you're already there. Coming now to a nice flat back. Beautiful job. We're going to walk the hands a little forward here. And I want you just to notice that as we lean forward, we're going to get a nice stretch into those wrists. So the hips come down a little. You're leaning over into the hands. Nice wrist stretch. Inhale, lift the tailbone up. Use your core. We're going to sink down into child's pose. Hips come down towards the heels. And draw the head down. Inhale, lift it up. Exhale, we're going to lean forward with the hips. Now you've got the option to stay here. If that wrist stretches enough, stick. Otherwise, draw the navel in. Keep the elbows close to the body. Maybe take a little push up. And slowly come down. Even if it's the smallest bit, you've not done upper body in a while, that's fine. So we sink down, roll the shoulders away from each other. And keep the arms nice and straight. A really nice active child's pose here to get a beautiful stretch. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, coming all the way up. Leaning forward with the hips. Again, draw the navel in, feel strong. If that feels enough for you, stick there. If not, try maybe 1, maybe 2. Little push-ups. And slowly, slowly lift it up and sink down to child's pose. Taking a breath here. Roll the shoulders away from each other. So as they want to naturally roll in, roll them out and then work them down the back. Fingers wide. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, coming all the way up. Leaning forward, drawing everything in. Little push up if that's what you like. If not, keep that wrist stretch. Maybe 2, maybe 3. Coming all the way back down. Dropping it down. Taking a few breaths here. 3. A little itch. 2. And 1. Inhale, lift it up. Leaning forward. You've got it. Option to stay, your last one, or option to take 1, maybe 2, maybe 3, maybe 4, maybe a little push to get 5 in, and coming all the way back down to find your child's pose. This time take the knees a little wider, toes to touch, and sink down, little stretch in the wrists. Now again, if child's pose is quite difficult for you, keep it higher. Come down onto the elbows and sink back. Or if it feels a little better, you can lift the head, soften towards the mat. If you are a little bit more lifted, I always say bring the hands to fists, maybe rest the forehead there, and just see where you can find that stretch for you. Taking some deep breaths in and out. Inhale and exhale. Feel the belly expand here. And exhale. Notice where the stretch intensifies, whether it's your in-breath or your out-breath. Notice if that little bit of upper body work created a little extra speed in your heart rate. Inhaling and exhaling. Beautiful work. We're going to slowly come back up. Knees coming back to that hip distance apart. Good. Little wrist stretch. So we're going to bring the hands so that the fingertips face away from each other. We're just going to rock a little side to side. Nice. Get a little stretch here. Breathing in. And breathing out. Beautiful. Come back to center. We're going to bring the fingertips so that they face in or in that direction, depending on how tight your wrists are. If they do, I happen to have quite a hyperextended body, so my hands go flat, but yours might not. So it's okay. Just take it as you need it. You can lift the palm up and rock side to side to get a little into those fingers. Deep breaths in and out, or you can keep the palms a little flatter. Side to side. Good job. And lastly, quite strong for some of us. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn the hand. So the pinky comes away, the hand turns out. What we're going to try and do is bring the fingertips so that they're facing your knee and slowly work to bring that palm down towards the floor. So that's the process. We're trying to bring that palm down and the fingers facing towards you. Again, that forearm's facing away from you, fingertips towards the knee. Now, for some of us, that's going to be quite strong, just trying to get the palm down. If you're a little more hyperextended like I am and you're thinking, oh, I'm not really feeling that, you can slowly sink back, hips come down, you lean back to get that little extra. Breathing in and breathing out. Take the stretch as you need it, no judgment. Again, everybody's different. And it's important just to embrace what you need. Inhale, coming all the way back up, bringing that hand, whichever one you chose to start with, nice fist and roll it. Great. Do the other side. Turn that hand so the pinky is moving away and the fingertips are drawing in towards the knee. So the palm, eventually we're trying to push the fingertips down and then the palm coming down into the mat. And see the fingertips drawing in towards the knee. The wrist still quite in line with my shoulder here. And again, if you're pushing that palm down and you need the other hand to kind of lift and support, do that. Get the stretch that you need. If you're a little more hyperextended or you've got the space, lean back until you find that stretch. Maybe even draw the shoulders down and look forward. Inhale and exhale. Breathing in and breathing out. Lovely. Bring the body back up. Turn the hand. Nice little roll of that wrist to feel a little stronger. Deep breaths and then bring the palms back to that hip distance apart. We're going to tuck your back toes. We're going to find our first downward dog of the day. And we are going to hold it for a few breaths. Start with knees bent. If you've not done downward dog before, tuck both toes. We lift the knees. And when you're ready, we shift the weight back. Keep the knees bent to begin. You push the palms into the floor. Work the tailbone towards the sky. And traditionally, what we're trying to do is roll the shoulders away from each other like we did in our child's pose. And maybe walk one heel down and then the other. Breathing in And breathing out. See how the legs are feeling. We did a little stretching on our backs, but not too much. Draw the shoulders down, feel strong in the upper body. Push the palms into the mat. Fingers nice and wide. 4. Shake the head up and down like you're saying yes. And then left to right like you're saying no. Maybe even looking under those armpits. 3, 2, and 1. Find a little bit more stillness. You can have the knees bent here. Or you can work to straighten them a little bit more today. Work the tailbone towards the sky. Draw the shoulders down. Let's look between those thumbs. Inhale, lean forward. Take one big step and another big step forward. Good. Inhale, slowly come halfway up. So your back is flat. It's fine if the knees are bent. Look forward. Inhale. Exhale, bend those knees. Hands come wide. All the way up to standing. And palms to come into heart center. Shaking it out. Beautiful work. So that takes us to 30 minutes of the class. And if that feels enough for you, what you can do is just take yourself down onto the mat and have a lovely little shavasana. Hopefully that was a nice little stretch for you, whole body. Finishing in standing. Wish you a lovely, lovely rest of the day. If you want to take part in making it an hour's class, we're going to move through some of our sun salutations, a little bit more work in the upper body, and then drift down to a really nice shavasana. So check us out in part 2. Cheers!